Hurry, last boat to Solstheim. Until the next one.
There's someone watching. I can tell.
Welcome back to Morrowind. In the last part, we killed a god who was also our ex-wife. This time we're going to get started on the second expansion, Bloodmoon. So, take us to Solstheim please, Sophia. If you're familiar with Skyrim, then this is the same Solstheim that's in Skyrim. It's to the northwest of Rauenfell, so we can swim here instead of taking the boat if we wanted to. Hi guard, tell me what's going on here.
What say you?
What do you want? Go see Captain Carius, he's in his chambers at the fort. If you're here about colony business, go talk to Carnius Magius, he's in the Imperial Cult Shrine. So there's 2 quest lines we can get started from here. Let's go do the colony one first, since we have to wait some time to do this one. Hi friend, how are you doing?
What is it?
What do you want? Is this about the East Empire Company? I'm a very important man, I'll have you know, and I have no time for anything other than business. Yes, that's right, I'm the local factor. Not that it means much at this point. Our operations are just getting underway, and frankly we're short-handed. We could use some help. Do you wish to join the East Empire Company? Your interest is commendable, and we could certainly use more manual labour if nothing else. As with all business, make sure you understand the requirements before agreeing to anything. So, are you willing? What are the requirements? It's been a while since we last joined a guild. The East Empire Company is a business at heart. Applicants should have a winning personality and a strong will. Those with the ability to speak eloquently and barter shrewdly are the most valuable. Given the hostile environments the company often ventures into, applicants should also have a keen sense of security. Finally, all applicants should be trained into the time-honoured virtues of the long blade and medium armour, as has been customary for the company for generations. Sure thing, whatever. You are now an underling in the East Empire Company. I'll make it clear to you that I am the one in charge. See me when you're ready for assignment, or when you want a promotion. Can we promote yet? You've got the qualifications, but you haven't done anything. You think you're ready for work, eh? Very well. The first of our workers have arrived, and you need to get them to the mining site. None of them are particularly skilled with a blade, so I'd like you to escort them. They know the way, you simply have to make sure that they arrive safely. Once you're there, check in with Falco Kalinus. He'll give you further instructions. For now, go speak to Gildor Vetheran. He's down at the dock. He's the second in command and takes his orders directly from me. Thankfully, he spends almost all of his time at the site, so I don't have to listen to his optimistic drivel all the time. You can find him there. I get the feeling we're going to get along well with that Falco guy. So this is one of those quests where you have to wait for several days to make progress, so that's why we're doing it straight away. Hi guys. So you're the escort then? Fine, let me know when you're ready to go. Garmin, Simbius and I need to get to the site so we can start our work. Sure thing, let's go. Alright then, we all voted and decided that you could take the lead. None of us were particularly fond of the woods. I'm not saying we're cowards, mind you, and we felt that you'd be better off leading the way. I can at least mark the spot on your map. Right, so we need to head there to Raven Rock. So we could go through the woods, or we could just speak to this Argonian friend and take a boat. Come on, guys.
The traveler seeks answers.
Yes, I also seek a boat ride. Do you wish to go back to Rauenfell as much as I do? What about Raven Rock, where the new colony is going to be built? I can take you there for a price. Sure thing, also take 1,000 gold. I forgot we spent most of our money on enchantments, I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh well. The Empire wishes to build a mine west of here. Ebony, they say. I say they will be very, very cold. Sure thing, let's travel to Raven Rock. Yep, so Solstheim is a frozen landscape, so this is very different to what we've been doing already on Morrowind. I think that's the guy we need to speak to. So this whole place is going to get turned into a fort before long. Well, we've made it here in one piece, thanks for the escort. Perhaps we'll run into each other again. Hi, Falco.
So, Carnius talked you into joining this little venture, did he?
Yes, he did. Did he talk you into it as well? So, Carnius talked you into joining this little venture, did he? Very well, I'll be managing the site from here and answering only to Carnius. Since you're here, I have an assignment for you. Carnius sent you to me for instructions, yes? Well, you can finish the task I was working on before you get out of here. Now that some of the workers have arrived, I need to stay here and supervise. Here, take this ebony ore and find 4 more pieces like it. Carnies needs some proof that our investors that this venture is worth it, and the ore should do nicely. Thank you. It shouldn't be too hard to find. There's quite an abundance of ebony ore in the area. This is why we chose this site. But Carnies is in such a hurry to get started that he's come right out and said that he doesn't care where the ore comes from, so long as he has enough to show to the investors. I'm surprised he didn't just bring some over from Vorenfell when he arrived. I certainly wouldn't put it past him. Right, so here's some ebony. There's 4 pieces of ebony. Hi, friend. Managed to get enough, did you? Take it back to Carnies if you would, please. So while we're here, we can teleport straight back to Fort Frostmoth using Divine Intervention. So let's do that. So we'll hand this in and then we'll actually get started on the main quest line. Since this Raven Rock stuff is completely optional, we don't have to do it. What is it, underling? Don't call me an underling. Is this about your current assignment? Ah, so you have the ore I asked Falco for. He couldn't even accomplish that by himself, could he? No matter, the investors are waiting for this, so hand it over. Here's payment for the job. I don't have any other work for you right now. Come back and see me in 3 days. By then the construction should be underway, and there will likely be more work for you to do. Oh, and take this stock certificate. It's a way to offset the cost of establishing and developing the colony. Each employee is issued a certificate that has a value based on how well the colony is performing. If you decide that you'd like to exchange it for money, it can be arranged. See me if you're interested in doing so. So we got an EEC stock certificate. I guess we're joining the stock trade then. Where is it? Here it is. Let's read it. This certificate that Rag is the owner of 100 fully paid and non-accessible shares of the par value of 1 septim each of the common stock of Raven Rock division of the East Empire Company, hereafter referred to as the Company. Oh, I am not going to read through this whole thing. I had enough of that type of writing when we were dealing with that letter that we got given about becoming the Horator. Right, let's go find this guy. So we were told that he was at the south stairs. So that should be these stairs. And then we just go all the way up. No, go up one more time. Here we go. Hi, Captain.
Yes? What can I do for you? I am Captain Falxcarius, commander of Fort Frostmoth.
It's nice to actually have some voice acting that's fresh. We were an Imperial fort, obviously. My soldiers have the ability to be the best in all the Empire. This island of Solstheim is not the easiest assignment, though, as sometimes it makes men edgy. As I said, this is a difficult post. These soldiers are separated from their families and are forced to live in harsh conditions. To be fair, most of these men were sent to this island as punishment for a past offence. They are not the best soldiers, yet still, until recently they had performed their duties adequately. Lately I have noticed some disturbing trends. To be sure, the men have been restless, complaining more than usual. Then there has been lackadaisical in their performance for the last duties. I sense a great unease among them, and morale has been low. Very low. This is not normal. My instinct tells me that there is one among my troops who is fanning the fires of discontent, and I wish to know who it is. They will never let me know who the culprit is, as their commanding officer. I must regretfully keep some of the distance between me and the fine soldiers and myself. They may be willing to speak with you, though. See if you can't get their trust. Well, technically speaking, we're also their boss, because we are the leader of the Imperial Legion in Vorenfell. And I think this still counts as Vorenfell. Yep, so we've now joined the East Empire Company. And yes, we're the Knight of the Imperial Dragon. Well, let's go talk to some guards. Hi, guard. What do you... Hey, is that booze I smell on you? Smells like flint to me. I know the smell anywhere. How about giving a thirsty soldier a little pick-me-up? Sure, take it. Oh man, Flynn, thanks friend. Just hadn't been the same around here since we became a dry fort. It's ridiculous, I tell you. That's right, no liquor at all is allowed at Fort Frostmoth these days. Captain's orders, I guess. Seemed odd coming from him. Captain Carius seemed like a fair enough guy, as long as we carried out our duties. Guess he figured we weren't up to standards, so he cut us off. Since then, everyone's been in a pretty foul mood. Yeah, a dry thought, that explains it. Well, let's go upstairs and tell him about it. Don't stop these for soldiers drinking. I imagine that the lack of alcohol might have some side effects on the morale, but I didn't ever actually ban it. Personally, I didn't even care about the alcohol. It was the priest, Antonius Nucius, who was worried about the effects it was having on the men. I disagreed, but the question became mute. Our shipment stopped coming in months ago. Speak with the soldiers a bit more, and see if you can find out the source of his discontent. He's one of the priests here, not a bad one. Seems a bright enough fellow, if he would only apply himself a bit more.
I asked...
Good, I was a little bit worried that this guy was going to be a jerk then, stopping the soldiers drinking. But it seems like he didn't. Hi, guard. Look, I'm not sure what caused all of this. I just know I heard from Antonius Nucius that the captain had placed a ban on all alcohol on the fort, and sure enough there was none to be found. The priest? He's not that bad, I guess, for a priest. You'll find him at the Imperial Cult Shrine here at the fort, though he keeps an office upstairs from the armory. It could be it could be in either place. Seems to understand us soldiers pretty well. He's telling us just the other day how it seems so unfair that the captain had us cut off from the drink. He figures that one of the few pleasures of his dung-keep is drinking. Well, I said all of that wrong, but it doesn't matter. Let's go confront this guy. Right, you're not the one. You're the guy.
Yes, what can this humble priest do for you?
See, I want to find out about the dry fort. Yes, odd that the captain would ban liquor for his troops. There's no understanding some people. He tells me he never banned alcohol. Told you that, did he? I guess he never officially did. Still, the shipment stopped arriving. What's to be done about that? Well, I have no idea why. I am but a simple priest, forced to serve these pathetic soldiers on this terrible frozen excuse for an island. It's not my concern why the alcohol hasn't arrived. You have no proof I've done anything wrong. Well, you just had to say that, didn't you? You just had to say, oh, you found no proof. Oh, I'm going to find proof then. Let's go find his station at the armory. We were told it was upstairs. Well, let's see if this is the place. Right, we're very low on money, so let's take that. Okay, I guess this isn't his. Oh, sorry soldiers, I just stole your money. Ah, his desk. The strange lock on this closet cannot be opened without the key. Let's just check these books. Let's steal the quill pen since it doesn't weigh anything. Oh, that's a lot of alcohol you've been keeping. Let's take it all. Right, should we take this back to the guy or should we confront him? Let's confront him. Hi friend, I found your booze. Well, I have no idea. You've been in my desk? My desk? You've been in there? What? That's an outrage. Stolen liquor? I have no idea. Alright, perhaps I have been hiding the alcohol. It was for their own good, and I hope that the soldiers got fed up and revolted. They will be able to justify going home to my superiors. Look, I don't want to have any trouble from you. Well, we are a member of the Imperial Legion. You know what? I guess your secret is safe with me. It's a difficult choice because he did stop the soldiers drinking. I'm going to report that. I'm finished. I'll never leave this island now, at least not alive. Kaius will have my head. What have you done? I hope you're happy. Well, that's what you get for stealing booze from soldiers. You know, if you didn't do that, I would have let you go. See, where's the stairs?
What say you?
No, that's the wrong place.
I asked you to investigate why the morale has been low in the fort. Have you learned anything?
You say that Antonius Nucius started the whole thing because he wanted to go home? The twit. I could have had him reassigned, that he just told me. Now though, I think he might do his best work here, saving the souls of my men with the new abundance of liquor at the fort. Someone will have to deliver their salvation. Thank you for your help. Take these. There are diseases on this island that we've never encountered before, and the weapon may serve you well. Now, on to more fort business. As I've told you, not all of my soldiers here are trustworthy. Many of these were sent to the fort in lieu of Ebenhard's dungeons. Now I fear that the criminal element has shown itself at Fort Frostmoth. I believe that there are weapons being smuggled out of here and sold on Voronfell. I've noticed the store of weapons in the armory has been decreasing, and I know there is no official reason for it. My only guess is that someone is smuggling them off Solstheim to be sold on Voronfell. I want you to uncover this smuggling ring, and I will provide you with a bit of help. It's a dangerous thing here at Fort Frostmoth. Our supplies are limited, and without them I fear the soldiers will go even more restless. And what is a fort without its weapons? Useless. I would like you to work with one of my soldiers on this case. There are 2 available to you, and they are 2 of the best here at Fort Frostmoth, Sienius Lucius and Gaia Otoria. You'll find Lucius at the general quarters and Otoria at the general quarters upper level. Speak with them and decide which will be your companion. When you have unearthed the smuggling ring, report to me. I'll leave it up to you how you deal with the smugglers. Tell me about these 2 guys. Lucius knows more about the daily activities here at the fort more than any other soldier of my command. While not our strongest fighter, he's made up for it by being savvy. He may be the best suited to ferret out the smuggling ring. And she's one of our most loyal soldiers and one of the most powerful. I have never seen her bested in combat, and her skill with weapons is legendary here at the fort. Should you encounter any resistance with the smugglers, Otoria would be a valuable ally to have. I think we'll take the guy who can ferret out the smuggling ring, because we can handle all the opponents. Let's see, so Lucius is in the general quarters. Thank you. Oh, there's crates here. We could steal some of these supplies ourselves. Let's not do it. What's down here? It's a prison. Who's in the prison? I don't think there's anyone in here. That's a shame.
What say you?
Now, out of the way, God. I want to look at prisoners. Oh, never mind then. Right, so where's this guy?
What Captain Carius mentioned that you might come to speak with me. How may I assist you?
There's a surprising amount of voice acting in this expansion. I forgot about that. I like it. Captain Carius mentioned that you might come and speak with me. Ah yes, the smuggling ring. Captain Carius mentioned something about that. I would be glad to help out, for I am admittedly not the best with my blade. I believe I can help guide you to the conundrum. I would like you to come and work with me. Excellent. Gaia Otoria will have you perform up the other tasks that the Captain Carius had me do here today. But no matter. Let us find these scoundrels. A fine warrior, second only to the captain himself. She will likely be on errands for Captain Carius now. Sorry about that, lady. I knew the captain was a good guy all along. The whole alcohol thing was just a big misunderstanding. He seemed to really want Fort Frostmoth's morale to be a model Imperial fort. Good luck with the bunch we have here. Still, you've got to give the men credit for trying. I like so he's actually told all his men that it was the priest. And all the guys are just like, yeah, he did a good job. At least he tried. Can't be mad at that. Yeah, so I want you to travel with me. Looks like all that got cleaned up. Tell me about the latest rumours. Watch yourself at Frisk. Nothing but a bunch of drunken barbarians. Oh, tell me about Frisk. I have heard it is a place populated by the Nords native to this island. It lies somewhere to the northeast. We'll go there later then. I suggest we speak with some of the soldiers here at the fort. A motley bunch to be sure, but some of them are fair soldiers. I developed quite a rapport with a few in fact. Why don't we begin by speaking with Zeno Faustus? He's an interesting character. We'll find him in the armory. Come on, friend. Right, where's this guy? Ah, here he is. I like your
I think there
hairstyle.
were teeth in her mouth, but I'm not sure.
What do I want to know what you're talking about? Never mind. See, weapons being smuggled. I heard you with Lucius, so I figured you must be okay. Listen up, I overheard some of the soldiers talking about a place, the Gangrun Caverns, that's a bit northeast of the fort. Something about weapons being stashed there. I didn't want to know more than that. Maybe you should check the place out. But if you find them, you'll have to kill them, unless you can find some other arrangement. Excellent.
Got any idea how these alembic thingies work?
Alembic thingies. I think that's one of those potion making items. I believe you have enough information to break this ring. Let's finish. Excellent. Come on, friend. So then, I believe it is over here. Let's make our way there. Let's make sure he gets out first. Yep, he's out. Also, we're wearing all of these stupid items that increase our jump height for no reason whatsoever. Just so we can jump stupidly high. Because it's silly. I really wish I could jump like this. I love how, like, the animation for the jump is, like, all it is just slightly moving the leg. And she just bursts into the air. I have no idea how she gets so much height. It's brilliant. Alright, let's scan the water edge. And see if we can find this place. There we go, that looks like it. Yep, this is the place. Where's our friend? Oh, there he is. I was worried he was going to drown then. Come on, we got this. Let's get out our flaming sword and get ready for a fight. I found the smuggler's cave that Zeno Foster suggested we investigate.
This is pointless.
Oh,
Give in.
getting paralysed quite a bit. We could wear this really overpowered ring that would make us immune to paralysation. We got this from killing the king of Mornhorde, because he tried to have us assassinated twice. So this does reflect 100%, resist magic 100%, resist paralysis 100%, and restore 10 points of health and fatigue every second. So yeah, that's way too powerful. Even though it would be nice to actually move game. There we go. Let's bring out our Malexia's sword. Yeah, it's paralysed for 10 seconds. Quite a good weapon. Oh no, they destroyed our boots. Okay, and let's use blinding speed. And let's equip our boots again. Oh, a Grand Soul Gem, excellent. Open 100 points, we'll take that. Second Grand Soul Gem. We did run out of those, so it's good to get some more. Right, let's burst open some of these locks. Let's drink a potion to restore our mana. Because we don't want to go to bed even though there's a bed here. Because we're currently sitting on 21 level ups. And since we have max stats, all it would do would increase the health that the enemies have, so there's really no point doing that. Oh, bear equipment, I forgot about that. Let's take some bear equipment. Right, there's one of those swords they stole. Right, let's put on our fortified strength equipment, so we can carry more stuff. Now let's check out that bear stuff. Actually, no, we'll wait until we have a full set. Warhammer of Runes. So let's take those boots, that sword. I think all of those shoes were also new. So we may as well take everything new that we find, since there's rather some nice equipment in this expansion. Oh no, another guy with paralyzation. Okay, I guess let's put our ring on for now then. Yeah, so look at our health going up. We're not even drinking a potion at the moment. Like, this ring is ridiculous. We'll keep this ring on while we're in here, just because of all these paralyzation weapons. High five. Let's see, what do you have on you? Wolf Greaves. Let's take those. And Nord Mead. Fortifies strength but trains agility.
It wasn't my fault. Really. He just fell over. I hardly touched him.
Don't worry about it. I'll take full responsibility for killing these guys.
You're hardly a match for me.
Yeah, but he also had a paralyzed weapon. So this place would be a problem if we didn't have any way to stop paralyzation. Ooh, money. Let's take the Nord Mead as well. Those flies were very loud. Let's see. Is there anything here? Potion of invisibility, but there's nothing else behind there.
Hold still.
My journal's been updated, so I guess that means we've killed everything. All of the smugglers in the hideout have been defeated. I should report back to the captain. Hi, friend. Yes, would you like to continue to travel together? I imagine it would be best with the task at hand. Yeah, let's continue traveling together. Now, how do we get out of here? Oh, up here. There we go. Yeah, these places can be a little bit awkward. At least we can levitate here, unlike the last expansion. Have you got stuck? Oh no, this is bad. Come on. Over here. Come on, up here. Right, good job. Any more rats? Apparently we're still in combat with something. Ripened belladonna berries. You don't have the tools to do anything with this. So these are like these drow skeleton things that are sealed in this ice stuff. And I think you can make equipment out of that ice stuff. Come on, friend. Oh no, I think we've glitched him. I think he's stuck.
Yeah.
Okay, good. We fixed him. I was a little bit worried then. Come on, let's go back to the fort. Oh, this doesn't look good. I've returned to Fort Frostmoth to report to Captain Carius, but the fort has been attacked in my absence.
Welcome, Bosmer. It would be a pleasure to speak with you.
Come on, mate.
If there's a barrel at the bottom of the barrel, that's where you'll find it.
The fort, the creatures, is horrible, and the captain, I haven't seen him. Find Otoria, she may know what to do. Wait, something here is amiss. The fort's been attacked while we were gone. We must find Captain Carius immediately. Right, so we heard that lady was also in the general quarters upstairs. Right, so let's go upstairs and see if we can find her. Come on, friend. Have you got stuck on the stairs? No, you're here. Good.
What say you?
Now, where's this person we need to find?
What say you?
Oh, that might be her there. Yep, that's her. Come on, mate.
You're back, and just in time.
He's gone. Those creatures took him during the attack. Someone has got to find the captain. There was an attack, some kind of wolf creatures. I don't know exactly how it all happened. We were outmanned, but the soldiers fought valiantly, especially the captain. When it was all over, he was gone. I didn't see him down, so I assume he was alive. My guess is that those savages from the Nord village have something to do with this. You have to find him. There are a bunch of savages that live to the northeast tip of the island. The Skull, they call themselves. I'll mark their village on your map. A bunch of animal spirit worshipping freaks. Wolves especially. What does that tell you? I'm sure they know what happened to the captain. Now you have to go and find out. They're not likely to trust you, so take this. They'll like it. You should stay with them until you find out what's happened. Get in good with them. Earn their trust. So you've been given a skull of a Scowl warrior. What about these wolf creatures? My guess would be that they were werewolves. I've seen them before, but this was different. I've never known the things to travel in such large numbers, and there were a lot of the things. I've also never heard of werewolves on this island. Who knows though, I've heard rumours that the Nords up north can control the beasts, though some say even they can turn into them. Whatever they were, I don't want to see them again. Tell me about werewolves. Horrible, horrible, I hope to never see such a creature again. How about being a dry fort? Looks like you got that cleared up. Hi friend. From what Otoria has told us, the course is clear. You must travel to the Nord village and see what they know about the attack. Go there and find out what happened to the captain's disappearance. It's on the northeastern tip of the island. Can we ask you to follow us still, or are you now going to stay here? I don't know exactly what to call them. Of course I've heard stories about werewolves, men who turn into beasts when the night falls, but I've never heard of such a thing on this island, and I've certainly never heard of so many of them working in consort. It's better if I remain here. I agree. Tell me about this Nord village. A little secret. I heard this guy talking. He said that there's some kind of a thieves' stash hidden in one of the ice caves, but it's guarded by a few Grawl. I've heard tales of them, but I've never seen them. I hope never to, for that matter. Okay, I guess that's everything then. So we're done here for now. So the actual Imperial part of this questline is very brief, unless of course you're doing the East Empire Company stuff. So we're already done with all of it. So we need to head up here to the Skull village to do the next quests. Let's work our way up there. So we'll just run our way through. We'll just take a winding path and try and locate some areas. Oh, hi, lady. Who are you?
Fool!
Oh, you want to fight? Okay. We'll have a fight. Let's take our weapon off.
You
Come on.
will die where you stand!
I'm not sure which is better, if I keep doing small hits like this, or if I charge up for a big one when it comes to hand. I'm not sure which drains fatigue faster. Come on, stay down, lady. No, I guess she still wants some more. No one beats us in a fist fight. Ah, she has a bear helmet. Excellent. We're slowly getting more of this bear set. I'll put it on when we get the full thing. Right, so there's somewhere I want to identify. Who are you? Hi. So this is a Spriggan. These enemies are quite annoying because if you kill them, they suddenly revive, and you have to kill them a second time. And if you kill them a second time, then they suddenly revive, and you have to kill them a third time. And if you kill them a third time, they stay dead. So we want to try and avoid them as much as possible, because they're just going to be annoying. So we'll keep a lookout. Oh, there's a bear. Hi, bear. How you doing? You doing okay? Oh, he is aggressive. You know what? Let's fist fight a bear. This is how manly we are. I thought the bear was going to get on its hind legs and just start boxing with us, man. Like a Kuma from Tekken. Or was Kuma the panda? I forgot. I forgot what the other one's called. Man, this bear has a lot of fatigue. There we go. We got the bear down. Let's punch this bear to death. Oh, actually, we can do a left hook. We just have to run into it. Yeah, I didn't check what the other power moves were. My bad. I said earlier that you weren't allowed to do a left hook in this game. But it's the thrust. There we go. Man, this has so much health. This is going to take forever. Let's just kill it. There we go. That's much better. Take the bear pelt. I didn't notice how much health it had then. Let's see, Raven Rock's over here. Oh, there's another Spriggan. Let's try and avoid her. Man, there's Spriggans everywhere. I usually don't go out of my way to avoid enemies, but since they respawn, it's just going to be annoying. Right, I'm trying to find... Where did I make a note where it was? I think it's around here somewhere. There's a side quest that we can pick up. Oh, a wolf. Let's take the wolf pelt. The Stone of Nicholas. The Stone of Elwonder. And the Stone of Hunror. Oh, I think it's... Yes, it's here. Ulfgar's the Unending's Dwelling. Oh, right, it's a bearskin covered exit rather than just a door.
Some people are born dumb. Like me, for instance.
Oh, don't sell yourself short.
Some people are born dumb. Like me, for instance?
Oh, a visitor, and an elf no less. In my youth I would have hewn you like an oak, and bathed in your invader's blood. But that was a long time ago, and the years have mellowed my mood. In any event, it's been quite a while since I've had the company. I'm afraid I don't have much to offer to a guest, unless of course you've come here to hear a barbarian's sad tale. Sure thing. I came to Solstheim with 4 of my brothers in arms. We were on a quest, you see. We were getting close, we could feel it. But then, one of our fellowship, a powerful sorcerer named Grimkel, betrayed the rest of us. He laid an ambush and assailed us with powerful magicka. I managed to slay Grimkel, but not before my other 3 companions were turned to stone. You may have seen them, for they are the freestanding stones of the Brodier Grove, not far from here. Brodier Grove is where Grimkel ambushed us. My friends were turned to stone on that very spot, and there they will remain, a monument of betrayal. I too was caught in the spell, I thought that I was being spared of the effects, but I was wrong. Instead of killing me like it did with my friends, Grimkel's magicka turned me into living stone. You see, these events did take place 500 years ago. I have remained here ever since, and here I will stay, until I finally find the entrance to Sovngarde. Oh, tell me about Sovngarde. Sovngarde is the name of a fortress erected by the god Shor as a gift for the valiant. It is said that if the Nord can locate the hidden entrance to Sovngarde, they can dwell in its mead-filled halls forever. That's the quest we are on, you see. It's why Grimkel betrayed us. While he tried to turn all of us into stone, he was attempting to create his own magical portal to Sovngarde. Now Grimkel is dead, as are my friends, and I have failed in our quest. Don't you understand? For 500 years I have searched for the entrance to Sovngarde. I have been all across the Empire and back, but I cannot find it. Once my friends and I served Yarsgrimor and counted among ourselves the 500 companions, we helped drive the elves out of Skyrim. We earned our place in Sovngarde. If in your travels you discover the entrance to Sovngarde, let me know, and I'll be forever in your debt. I have tried, and I have failed. So before we talk about Sovngarde, first off, let's, do you even know who Almalexia is? Nonsense, you don't know what you're talking about. Apparently he does know who Almalexia is. Antonius Tunicus? Never heard of him. Tell me about Captain Carius. Isn't he the one in charge at Fort Frostmoth? He's with the Imperial Legion like the rest of them. Carnicus Magius? Sorry, I've never heard of him. Falco Calenius. Falco who? No, never heard of him. They'll just keep asking him if he knows anything. Fort Frostmoth. It's the Imperial Fort on the shore on the southern shore. Pretty hard to miss. Growl are awful creatures, as if the other things weren't bad enough. Do you have any little advice or secrets? They say Spriggans die 3 deaths. Best to avoid them if I were you. If you're ever out walking admiring the trees and the trees start chasing you, well, those are probably Spriggans. Tell me about mead. It's honey wine, pretty strong stuff. Tell me about Raven Rock. It's on the southern shore towards the west end of the island. Its name comes from the black colouring caused by the ebony ore that can be found there. What services do you know of? If you want to stock up on supplies, you best take a boat back to Vorenfell. You'll find plenty of armour and weapons on Solstheim, but nothing else. Do you know anyone in particular? Try Fort Frostmoth, the Skull Village, or Thirsk. There's always a good place to start. How about a specific place? If this island is littered with ice caves, barrows, and standing stones, there are no roads though, so you'll have to walk across the wilderness to get anywhere. Do you know anything about werewolves? People who actually turn into wolves, they sound worse than the berserkers. The berserkers are half-naked Nords who live to kill. They've been driven mad by the cold and have no respect for life or order. If you encounter any, prepare to run or fight to the death. You'll find them all over the island. Be careful though, some of them carry diseases. Tell me about the Scar, and tell me about Thirsk. We live in a village to the northern coast of Solstheim. They hold the island's bears and wolves in very high regard. Thirsk is a mead hall. It's just on the east side of Lake Filgerding. This guy's given us a lot of information. Hopefully he's updating our map as well. It's toward the northeast of the island and is covered by ice year-round. Tell me about bears. Bears are all over Solstheim. If you see one, be careful. They're vicious fighters, and some are known to be diseased. Okay, that's everything. Thanks, my friend.
Have you found it? Have you found the entrance to Sovngarde?
Not yet. So let's go and do this now, because it's a nice little side quest to get done for him. He didn't update anything, sadly, but the mead hall is around here, I believe, on the map. So let's go and find it. Hi.
It'll be your blood here, not mine.
Yes, we have some more bear stuff. We already have the bear helmet, right? Yeah, we do. We'll drop the other stuff then. Oh, I thought that was a cave then, but it wasn't. Usually, oh, holly bush. Holly berries. May as well take some. Man, if there was a snowstorm here, it's going to be even harder to see where we're going. It's a good thing we got this big flaming sword to act as a torch. We're just keeping an eye out for any caves that might be hidden somewhere. Right, here's the mead hall. Let's go inside. Hi guys. Hail stranger, I am Ulfrun and I welcome you to the mead hall of Frisk. So long as you behave yourself, you'll get along well enough fine. If you want to buy some mead, just ask. If you haven't already, I suggest you introduce yourself to Skuld Wolfrunner. He's the chieftain of this mead hall. He likes to greet new arrivals. Aye, mead is the nectar of the gods. It's made from fermented honey, and it's been known to knock out even the strongest Nord on her backside. Tell me about Frisk. It's the name of this mead hall. It was built over 500 years ago by a group of Nords who left the Scar village. They were led by Hofmund the Red, who became Frisk's first chieftain. Excellent, let's talk to your leader.
Well now, if you're not
How are you
the
doing?
comeliest
You look rather
I've
handsome.
ever laid eyes on.
Hail, good rag. Skolfgar Rolfrunner is my name. I am the chieftain of Frisk, and welcome you to our home. You will not find better mead hall anywhere, not even in Skyrim. For 100 years, Frisk has withstood all manner of attacks, from the snow, the hails to the infernal ricklings, but the mead hall still stands, and its hospitality is unmatched. Please, stay and relax, enjoy our fine drink, and seek shelter from the cold. Here, my friend, taste the nectar of the shore. Tell me about ricklings. They're vicious little things. If you see one, you're in for a fight. If you see one riding a tusked bristleback, you're in for a real fight. The tusked bristleback is a type of boar native to Solstheim. There are lots of them around, and they're sometimes hunted for their meat. Their bristlebacks can be vicious too. That's why the ricklings use them for mounts. Tell me about mead. Mead is fermented honey wine. It is a strong drink, brewed by strong Nords. The mead here in Frisk is shipped all the way from Skyrim. I do just love how everyone in this place is just really happy to talk about just going for a drink. And they don't care that we're a foreigner or anything like that. It's a nice change of pace. It's white and wet, what more can I tell you? Hey, do you know any latest rumours, advice and secrets? They say that there's pirate treasure buried somewhere on the island, been for hundreds of years, but no one's ever found it. Can we talk to you about, No, never mind. I was going to ask him about, what's the quest called again? It's the Patchwork Ship, isn't it? Yeah, here we go. Hrothman's, burial chamber, where we need to say the word on Jake to open it. I believe it's somewhere on this side, so we'll do that later.
Watch yourself near Eric, friend. He's a swine of a man. It's too bad he's my clan brother.
Stay clear of Eric the Unworthy. He's more trouble than he's worth. Eric is a disgusting brute of a Nord. I've met Frostbar's more charming than that oaf. He thinks that he's a ladies' man too. A pretty thing like you should have no problem earning his affections. Not that you'd want to. I like to teach him a little respect, but he is my clan brother after all. Still, I can't say I'd cry in my mead if someone were to plant their axe in his chest. Excellent. Eric the Unworthy, where are you? Here you are. Well, well, aren't you a pretty little pup? What do you want? Speak up, wench. I'm a busy man. You're a jerk. I might kill him later. See, for now, we've come here on a quest. Somewhere upstairs, I believe. This might be the one. Greetings, my name is Berody Jastor. Perhaps you'd like to buy one of my books. I'm a bookseller by trade, but my real passion is writing. I have recently finished 2 scholarly works, Frisk, a history, and Sovngarde, a re-examination. I have copies of both books for sale. I came to Frisk all the way from Cyrodiil by way of Rarenfell. My father once visited Solstheim, you see, as I was a boy, and I was intrigued by his exciting story of the Nords. I was particularly fascinated with this very mead hall, its residents and their adventures, things like that. I arrived here over a year ago, and have been living among the Nords ever since. I have been chronicling their lives and recently collected enough data to complete my histories of Frisk. The Nords believe that the god Sjor constructed a magnificent fortress where valiant Nord warriors may live forever, feasting, fighting, basically doing everything Nords like to do. The trick is finding the way in. According to legends, the entrance to Sovngarde is hidden, and only those who take up the search may ever find a way in it. But according to my research, which I've chronicled in a new book, the way into Sovngarde isn't quite what they thought. Well, let's read about it. Oh wait, we didn't buy it yet, my bad. Let's buy your books. Right, Frisker History, let's buy that. The Song of Uncle Sweetshare, oh, let's take that as well. Posting of a Hunt. See, is there any other books you haven't got yet? Sovngarde Re-examination. Thank you. Now then, let's read these books. So let's go by the fire downstairs while we read. Right, let's pretend that we're sitting. You're not allowed to actually click to sit in this game.
Aren't you a sight? What
Thank
can
you.
I do for you?
Right, so let's read these books. How long is this one? This is quite long, but this is important to the story. We may read it later. Frisker History. Man, that is very long. Let's not bother with that. Sovngarde, a re-examination. See, how long is this one? It's quite long, but again, it's also important. Death. It is something we all face, or do we? Just ask the nearest Nord what he thinks of the end of life, and you'll likely be treated to a horrific story of blood, bone, viscera, of courageous deeds and heartbreaking sorrow. Carnage notwithstanding, there may be even more to death than the average Nord warrior realises. New evidence suggests a life beyond the battlefield, where a valiant Nord may live forever, drowning in mead and engaging in contests of strength and skill. But in order to fully understand the possibility of a Nord's eternal life after death, one must first re-examine the legends surrounding that most wondrous of warriors' retreats, Sovngarde. According to the ancient writings and oral traditions of the Nords, going back as far as the late Mephidic era, there exists a place so magnificent, so honoured, that the entrance lies hidden from view. Sovngarde is called, built by the god Sjor to honour these Nords who have proven their mettle in war. Within this hall of valour, time as we know it has no meaning. The concept of life and death are left by the doorstep, and those within exist in a sort of self-contained euphoria, free of pain, suffering, and the worst malady a Nord could suffer, boredom. But just how well hidden is the entrance to Sovngarde? It has been a matter of much scholarly debate, but there are those who believe Sjor's Great Hall is just a myth, for there are no actual accounts of Nords who have experienced the wonders of Sovngarde, then return to tell the tale. Not that this has stopped anyone from looking. Some Nords spend a lifetime searching for the mysterious hidden entrance to Sovngarde. Most return home sad and broken, their hearts heavy with failure. They'll never even know the pleasure of a mead flagon that never empties, or a wrestling tournament without end. What, some may ask, does the entrance to Sovngarde have to do with death? Everything, according to a series of ancient parchments recently discovered in the attic of a deceased Nord's home in Cyrodiil. What at first seemed to be a series of love letters was later found to be a correspondence between one Thelga Fourfingers, a medium of some note, and the ghost of a Nord warrior named Wulf Large. According to the parchments, Wulf had spent his entire life searching for the entrance to Sovngarde without success. He was returning home to his village of Skyrim when he was waylaid by a gang of giants. Wulf fought bravely but was quickly killed, and the giants proceeded to play catch with his head. Amazingly, all of this was seen by Wulf in ghostly form as he drifted away from the scene, soaring upwards into the heavens, where he finally arrived at the magnificent hall of Sovngarde. Wulf could not believe his good fortune, and his foolishness for not having realised the truth so many years before, for death was the entrance to Sovngarde. So he was told by Sjor himself, who greeted Wulf Large as a brother, and personally handed him a leg of roast mutton and the hand of a comely wench. Sovngarde, Shaw told him, can be entered by any Nord who dies valiantly in honourable combat. It is time for Nords to learn the truth. Eternal life can be theirs without the need to spend an entire mortal life in vain pursuit of something completely unattainable. In the end, all valiant Nords can enter Sovngarde. Dismemberment, decapitation, or evisceration seems a small price to pay for a chance to spend an eternity in Shaw's wondrous halls. Yes, so in Skyrim, when you play that game, a lot of people talk about Sovngarde, and apparently it's just public knowledge that if you die in battle, you will go to Sovngarde. But at this point, it seems that people didn't actually know that, which is why this guy has been searching for so long. So let's go and tell him, and let everybody know that if they die in battle, then they get eternal life, which is great. Hi, Hawker. Are you aggressive? I forgot. No, apparently they're not aggressive. Oh, they are aggressive. Hawker Tusk. So we'll go and tell this guy the news, and then we'll end it after that. Oh, and here's a busk. This is one of those ones that apparently get ridden by the Ricklings that we haven't seen yet. Okay, so we need to make our way back down to here. Hi, bear. Still keeping a lookout for any more sneaky caves. They could be on any of these rocks. Let's not kill all these animals unless we get into combat with them. Ah, there we go. Here's a sneaky cave. I guess we should probably take the pelts. It's only respectful. Oh man, that is a lot of wolves. I guess that they're pack animals in this game. Now let's explore this place before we head out. Ah, I think that's a Rickling. Hi there. How you doing? No, he wants to fight. Okay, what's this? Just some potions. So a Rickling blade. It's worth quite a bit of money, but it's very heavy. A Rickling shield. It's not really that good. Right, so we're just going to explore this place and get any loot that's in here. Well, it looks like we've already fully explored it. Anything good here? A bear shield. Let's take that. Okay, it looks like that's everything. Let's get out of here then. Unless there's a sneaky other path. No, it doesn't look like it. I kind of like the way that the exits work in these dungeons. It's more interesting than just having the basic door. Right, I went past it by accident. Right, here's the place. Let's tell him about Sovngarde. Welcome back, Rag. Hope Solstheim hasn't been treating you. I hope Solstheim has been treating you well, rather. So tell me, have you managed to locate the entrance to Sovngarde? Of course you haven't. I searched for 500 years and never succeeded. You know, there's a part of me that feels Sovngarde doesn't even exist. Actually, Ulfgar, I came upon this book. It's called Sovngarde A Re-Examination and seems to offer new theories on how one may enter Sovngarde. I think it may have the answers you seek. New theories, you say? Let me see the book you speak of. Could this be? Is it possible to enter the entrance to Sovngarde lies right before me all along? It makes so much sense. You've done it. You've found the way to Sovngarde. All I need to do is die valiantly in combat. But how? I know, you! Rag, you must help me. You must defeat me in armed combat and send my soul to Sovngarde. Tell me, will you honour me with a fight to the death? Sure thing, I'll help you, Olgar. I will do everything in my power to defeat you in armed combat. You honour me with your decision. Songs will be written out of our glorious battle. It is true in the hearts of men I wish to be defeated so that I may enter Sovngarde. But know this, Rag, I will fight, and I will fight valiantly, as I have all my life. You will probably die by my hand. I will grant no quarter, no mercy, and I expect no less of you. Go now, prepare for battle. When you are ready, speak with me again, and we shall engage in armed combat. Sure thing. I've been waiting for you, Rag. The hour of battle is upon us. I hope you are well prepared to engage such a worthy foe as myself. I have roamed the land for 500 years, leaving death in my wake, and although I have been brought to the brink of death on no more than one occasion, still I live. It is my hope, Rag, that you will be my match, and send my soul racing to Sovngarde. Now test our mettle. To arms!
This is too easy.
Rag, you did it! You defeated me! You have opened the gates to Sovngarde. I can see them before me. My brothers are there. I must go now, my friend. Go to Brodier Grove. If I can, I will return to meet you there. I will reward you for everything. Must go now. I'm coming, my comrades. I'm coming. Rest in peace, my friend. Or rather, don't rest in peace. Instead, enjoy yourself. Let's take his weapon. I guess it's honourable to do that at this point. I was considering leaving his armour on him, but no. We'll still show him the same respect we show to everyone else, and leave him with his pants on. I guess we'll take your gold now. Is there anything deeper inside this cave? Oh, apparently some weapons were down here all along. Including one of them riding that beast. Okay, let's check this out. Okay, that one's too strong. I wonder if our lockpick skill is good enough. It is. Excellent. Okay, it looks like that's everything. Well, we did a good deed today. Let's go see if that guy is at those stones then, like he mentioned. Hi, friend. Rag, you did it. By helping me die valiantly, you showed my soul the way to Sovngarde. My friends, Hunra, Eladar, and Nicholas, have been waiting for me. I told them of your willingness to help me, and recounted our glorious battle. The four of us wish to give you a reward fitting for such a warrior. So, we give you a piece of ourselves, lay your hands on a stone, and you will receive the warrior's greatest attribute. Now farewell, my friend. Sovngarde awaits. Farewell, my friend. I killed Ulfgar. With his dying breath, he thanked me for granting him entrance to Sovngarde. Ulfgar also said he would reach out to me. I went to Brodier Grove and was met by the spirit of Ulfgar. He and his friends are in Sovngarde and told me of the help I granted him. As a reward, we can now imbue our attributes. There you go, we've been granted the gift of Ulfgar's strength. Speed, personality, and agility. Yep, so there's now a fourth stone here for that guy. Sadly, I don't think these are permanent. I think it's just a temporary buff. Oh, I forgot we're still wearing that overpowered ring. We should probably take that off. Right, what ring did we take off? Right, good. We still have the moon and star. Let's see, what ring should we wear? We don't need the mazed band. Where is the other ring gone? There it is, Morara's ring. It's still powerful, but it's less powerful. Also, let's go and wear some of that bear stuff now that we have it. See how it looks. So we don't have a full set yet, but we have some pieces. I do love the look of the bear and wolf set in this game. Like, it's a really nice addition that they added those. It's a bit hard to see with the fog like it is. Let's turn around. Get the light on us. Sadly, it's a really terrible set, but then again, we are so powerful that I guess we may as well wear it while we're here. Like, why not? It's not like we need better armor. Well, obviously we'll have to not wear those boots, though. Because we need to move faster. Okay, sadly our magical pants are kind of breaking through. So I guess, oh, but so are our magical pants. There you go. No, if we're naked, it still goes through somehow. Our like underwear is doing it. Okay, whatever, game. Let's put our pants back on. Yeah, I guess we'll go around like this for a while. So in the next part, we're going to head up to the Skarl village and get started on the next part of the main quest to find out what happened to our captain friend and what's going on with all these werewolves. So until then, have a nice day.